Hi, this is Jenny here. I'm a mom of a 10-year-old right now. His name is Yash. Um, I'm just going to share a little bit of the journey we have had with him. Um, we moved back to India when he was 4.5 years old, and we put him in a international board school. And within 3-4 months, we realized that something was not right because every single day he would bring a complaint back home, and we were wondering what really happened. So when we went and met his teacher, we heard a list of complaints, and they made us feel really, really bad that we did not know our son. Further, we met a educator in school, a psychologist in school, and he said us to get him tested um, for any neurological issues. He was born very early. So we did, and we came to know that he had a severe attention deficit hyperactive disorder. That is the reason why he was not able to get into a structured school. Before this, he was an extension of play school. So I think that was the reason why we did not realize that he had some issues. Once we understood it, they told us that we could have a shadow teacher because the teachers were not able to have him. He would not sit in his class. He would just run around in the playground. In the class, he would make so much of noise because he was not able to settle in. So at that time, I was in a full-time job supporting my US clients and things like that. So I would work late at night and then I would shadow him to school in the morning. This happened for a year. I would shadow him in school, and that is the point I realized that Yash was having a lot of difficulty even doing the smallest of the things in the structured environment. At home, he was fine because he was a free bird. He would jump, and like any other kid, I would think, he's fine. But in a structured environment, he just failed miserably. The kids made him a laughing stock, and because kids are being kids, they know that something is wrong with him. They would lock him in the toilet, they would pull down his pants and things like that. But when I shadowed him, a lot of things improved. The kids also started accepting him and things like that. We saw a lot of progress from then on. The teachers were on the same page with us, so was the school. So first grade, second grade, all smoothly, it's going smoothly, but nothing, he's not able to write anything. He's just still able to, phonetically tell ka, ah, not able to put it together and things like that. This is what until the second grade. Third grade, things changed. The teachers were very harsh, I can say, and it affected him emotionally very, very, in a very bad way. And we could see him deteriorating. We could see him not enjoying his school. We did go and talk to the school and things like that, but then the teachers just wanted him to do academically well. So after the third grade, we thought it is, best to just take him off and see, do homeschooling with him and see how it goes. And that was the best decision taken because I got to know how to work with Yash. And during that time itself, we met a Sini ma'am. He was still undergoing a psychologist consultation every 3-4 times a week. So emotionally, he was getting a little better, but he himself started realizing as he was growing up, he started realizing that there's something lacking in him and he needs to have it fixed. So we have a Yash at this moment, last year at this moment, where emotionally is completely shattered out and um, does not know to read, absolutely does not know to write. So, and when he was 9 years old, the whole goal of me and my psychologist was to start making him to read, and that we achieved. And then came 2020 in August, where we enrolled him with Achievements, and Sini ma'am and Hema ma'am have done an amazing, amazing job. At this point, my kid is able to write on his own with very, very minimal help. He knows where to put his spacing, he knows where to put his full stop, commas, he knows how to form a sentence, he knows um, he knows all the sounds, the consonants, the I don't know how he did it in a span of a year. It is magic. With that, the confidence he has developed, oh God, I think we are almost there to, put him back into school, and he will do really, really, really well. There are certain struggles right now too we are working on, which will pass through time. But as a parent, I think I have taken the responsibility. The moment I realized that it is my responsibility, it is my husband's responsibility, we started owning it. All this while it was like, why is the school not doing it? Why is this not happening? Why is that? The moment we took that responsibility on ourselves, we have seen him grow. So that is very important. You cannot put your responsibility anywhere. The moment we know our kid needs help, we need to take that responsibility. We can provide him with all the help, but then we need to be responsible enough to understand what the kid is going through and provide him with all the facilities or benefits that we can afford to, so that he transitions smoothly. Because both me and my husband believe that these years till 10 or 12 are the most um, the way we can mold him. These are the most important years in his life. If we lose this bus, it will never come back. So we want to do everything possible to, do that for him, and give him that solid ground that he can fly from there on. Whatever has happened, I think he needs to forget and then move ahead. So it's been an amazing journey. I quit my job after a year because I could not do the work and then do Yash's shadowing. And I think that was one of the best decisions that I took also, because otherwise, when you're working, there's so many other things happening, you will not be able to give that importance to your kids thing. So we came to a decision telling he will do the work, my husband, and I will just be there for Yash. And it has worked so far. So it's been not an easy journey, but it has not been a journey that could not it's not something that parents cannot handle. Yeah, we were not absolutely prepared for this. My parenting style before this was any Indian mother, one, two times, third time only whackings. But I think if you see me now, I'm a complete different person, and that is just because of my son. And I'm grateful for achievements, Cine ma'am, Hema ma'am. If I have to tell few things about the way they have handled it, never have they got upset with Yash. Never ever they've got upset with Yash, which has morally, emotionally boosted Yash to the next level. He has never told me that he does not want to attend a class. Never, which is very surprising, for him. He sits in every single class having that hyperactiveness, and he maintains that concentration for 1 hour. I know how difficult it is for a kid with who's so hyperactive. So that means that the teacher is making it so interesting for him. I have seen days when his mood is really bad, and Hema ma'am would have come with think tank. These are the things we are going to do. She will talk to him in 2 minutes, and she will realize that he's not in his mood, and then they will do some games. By the time he finishes his class, he is zapped out of it, and he's amazing. And the tools, the way you teachers teach Yash is like amazing, ma'am. I have to tell you this. When in December he started writing, not the cursive, when you shifted to cursive, I was like, what is wrong with Hashini, ma'am? Why is she doing this to us? Again, he has to change. And then I realized what an amazing thing it is, ma'am, because now his letter reversals are so minimal. And whenever he has a confusion because of the cursive, he thinks and then he writes. So the mistakes have come down. So these are the things that, like magic, it has worked. So hats off, ma'am. Hats off to you guys. Whatever you're doing is amazing, ma'am. Just do what you're doing. I don't know how many lives you're going to change. Um, I just have my well wishes, ma'am, and I am going to be stuck with you. Yash is going to be stuck with you for God knows when. But I promise you, and I know you too will believe, he's going to become a fantastic person. So yes, ma'am. Um, for a parent with a dyslexic kid or a kid with who has reading issues, writing issues, math issues, or body coordination issues, I see all of this in my son. Okay, what we did, I'll tell you what we did. First of all, we told Yash, don't worry, take your time. Okay, don't beat yourself up if you're not able to do it. So we relieved him from that tension. Academically, when he was doing first year, second grade, when we used to go for the parent teacher meeting and used to see his book, he used to be so anxious and worried. He would come back and say, even if he's written one sentence in his book, Yash, your progress. We love it, baby. You've done a great job. That is what they want to hear. The moment you realize that your kid has a difficulty, okay, you stop. Expectation is fine, but you stop bullying that kid by telling why you're not able to do it, because that kid will not be able to do it. You putting pressure is not going to help that kid in any way. That's the first thing we relieved him of, telling, no problem, Yash, do what you have to do, enjoy your school. Okay, you go to school, you like the playtime, enjoy your playtime, enjoy with your friends. Don't worry about what teacher will say, or what teacher will tell mama and dada. We'll take care of it. So that's the first thing we did. We as a parent ourselves, mentally got prepared. Okay, telling, because this is going to happen when you are in a joint family, or when you have people, they're going to come and tell, what, your kid doesn't know to read, he doesn't know to write. We tell, what, he is super smart. We'll call Yash. Yash, talk about black hole. What? Talk about some topic. We started showing the strengths he has. So, Abedas, now you tell me, he'll ask you questions. You tell me what is the answer. Not one single person I found till date who can answer his questions. They said, what is it? This is what it is. This fellow is an intelligent fellow. Reading and writing difficulties. Who Albert Einstein had it. All the famous people had it. My son also is going to become like that. So my husband came to an understanding. If that doesn't work, it is very difficult. If mom is on one page and dad is on the other page, it's very difficult. Other thing is, my husband is also having these issues. So he is also short tempered, and he's also having these things. I had to work on both of them. Okay, so when I feel that my husband is doing something that is not right, I will talk in front of Yash as an example, telling, you're not doing right. Why are you raising your voice? You can't do this. You can't do, you can't talk like that. And Yash also understands. So that role swapping, I keep doing that role swapping. I keep doing the role swapping with me and Yash. He acts as mom and I act as Yash. And you need to listen to your kid. Very important. You have to keep that ears of yours open all the time. And for whatever they say, give them the thumbs up, give them that encouragement. And then they will fly. There's nothing that will not work. The only thing is, academically, please don't push your kid, because it's the most damaging thing you would be doing. I think that is one thing we have not done from the get-go with Yash. That is the reason why his interest in other fields has come up in the forefront. If we kept on sabotaging his, telling him, no, you're not studied, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, I think the Yash that we have right now would have been a different. He would have been shy, introvert, and everything. We have not let him. We have let him speak his mind, heart out. We have also explained him, these are the difficulties you have. We have made him aware of what it is, so that he does not get a surprise when he is going to school and somebody tells, hey, what? He is in a position where he can understand. He knows his difficulties, and he knows that there are people who love him, who care for him, his teachers, his family, who will take him to the next level. He has that confidence in us. So that is very important. The kid understanding that the parent is also understanding my pain and opening up is the most important thing. So I think it is as simple as that. It's a partnership. Okay, you're starting a business with two-person. I am a baker, the other person does not know anything about baking. If the business has to flourish, I need to either bring that person on the same thing, or I have to let go of that person. But if I want that business to go to the next level, I will train that person with me and take it to the next level. So that is the same partnership with me, my son, and my teachers. That is what is going to help my kid in the long run, which I've realized at a very early stage. Realizing it at a very early stage is the most important thing. So, what we have learned will not work with kids with difficulties. Okay, either as a parent you leave everything you're doing and re-educate yourself in order to explain how things will work. And again, there is no material out there. There are courses and things like, but there are no stuff telling this you do, if this is the issue, this you do. There's nothing like that, right? I did that with Yash for a year, but when I felt that it could be thought, why should I reinvent the wheel when the wheel is already there? Okay. When I have the facility where I can get him a remedial support and they exactly know, what needs to be taught at what level, where he fails, what I need to do, what is the next step. When they are there, then why do I need to even, think about it? Moreover, 2 years, 2, 3 years max, in a situation where it is really bad, 2, 3 year max. I think we all can, we all can afford to give that to our kids if we want to see them progress. Or as a parent, quit everything, study. But when you are studying, you are losing out on that precious time with your kid. So that was what happened to me. I did it on my own for a year and I thought him for that. But you know what? If I sit back and think, I wish I had met Cine Ma'am 1 year before or much more before. I don't know. They were doing this remedial thing in school, but I think that was not enough, or they were not doing it the way Yash wanted it, because they were also focusing on academics. But here they are not in the remedial thing, they're not doing that. They're seeing where, at which level the kid is, what is the next goal. Even if the kid is 10 years old, even if they have to teach him back ABCD, they're doing that. They are making the foundation strong. And once that kid learns that, that foundation is never going to be shaken or shattered, which is super important, because these kids cannot learn, relearn. They cannot do that. So whatever you're teaching, teach them solidly, that everything on it sits on it and the foundation is rock solid. So I think, if parents think it is expensive, if we cannot afford it, I don't know what else to say. You guys need to get some help for your kid, because time is running out and you cannot take this very lightly. World out there is becoming competitive every single day. Okay, the kids will do better when they're adults, but then the basic things what we need to provide them, we need to provide them now. Now is the time. So please, please, request to all the parents that please take it very seriously. You can't provide for 5 days, make it 3 days, but do provide. Then next 2 days you take it. So you are helping the kid out. Don't put the burden just on the kid. It's not going to work.